The team gathers around the table, studying radar printouts and monitors, ready to begin their search. A monitor displays a distinct square anomaly highlighted beneath the stone triangle, drawing everyone's attention. For years, the money pit has been the obsessive focus. A dramatic aerial view reveals the island's stone triangle, its geometric precision standing out against the landscape. Marty studies the data closely, adjusting his glasses with scientific precision. But the island has always held other secrets. Now, new technology has revealed a deep, man-made chamber in a place of great symbolic power. Rick and Marty engage in serious conversation, deciding to shift their focus to a new target. Heavy drilling equipment is moved and positioned over the triangle location in a quick montage. A wide establishing shot shows the massive drilling rig positioned directly over the triangle center. The team decided to shift their focus, launching a high-risk drill operation to investigate a new, hidden mystery. The massive drilling rig stands ready as the team watches the drill begin its descent. The drill bit cuts through soil and rock, debris flying in all directions. The target was deep, encased in solid rock. It was a multi-million-dollar gamble. A digital depth gauge reads 150 feet as the drill descends deeper. Rick watches the operation with sweat and intense concentration visible on his face. The depth gauge now shows 200 feet as the drill reaches greater depths. One drill hole, one chance to see if their theory was right. The drill passes 150 feet, then 200 feet. Marty Lagina's face shows concern and anticipation as the operation continues. The entire team gathers closer, sensing something significant is about to happen. The drill operator's hands make precise adjustments on the controls. The pressure and the stakes are immense. The deeper they went, the more the tension mounted. Was there really another vault on Oak Island? For days, the sonic drill has hammered its way through the dense glacial till of Oak Island. Each foot gained is a small victory against 2 centuries of failure and frustration. The team, led by brothers Rick and Marty Lagina, watches with a familiar mix of hope and weariness. They've been here before, chasing theories and following maps, only to be met with disappointment. But this time, the target is different. It's a location pinpointed by advanced seismic imaging, a tantalizing anomaly deep below the surface. The drill operator monitors his console, the hum of the machinery a constant drone in the war room. Then, something changes. At a depth of precisely 210 feet, the pressure gauge plummets. The drill bit, which had been fighting for every inch, suddenly drops, meeting no resistance. The operator rips off his headphones, his eyes wide with disbelief.
We're through, we hit a void!
A jolt of electricity shoots through the room. Could this be it? After all the false starts and collapsed tunnels, could they have finally pierced the heart of the Oak Island mystery? The data confirms it. A cavity, approximately 10 feet in height, located at a depth of exactly 210 feet. There's no time to waste. The order is given to retrieve the drill and deploy the borehole camera. This is the moment of truth. Every person in the room understands the weight of this procedure. The camera, a fragile eye on a slender cable, is their only way to see what lies in the darkness that has guarded its secrets for centuries. The team huddles around the monitor, their collective breath held in suspense. The screen is a blizzard of static and murky water as the camera descends. Down, down it goes, past layers of earth and clay. 200 feet, 205. Then at 210 feet, the view punches through into open space. A collective gasp fills the room. It's not a natural cavern. The camera pans slowly, revealing walls of carefully fitted cut stone, the unmistakable signature of human construction. The chamber is small, intimate, and miraculously, it appears to be completely dry. As the camera continues its survey, it drifts towards the center of the room. An object begins to take shape. It's dark, rectangular, and banded with what looks like thick straps of iron. It's not a rock. It's not a pile of debris. It is a chest. A single, massive, iron-bound treasure chest, sitting in the absolute center of the chamber as if waiting for this very moment.
We did it.
The shout is a release of pure, unadulterated joy. 2 centuries of searching, of obsession, of lives and fortunes spent chasing a legend. It all culminates in this single, breathtaking image on a screen. They were in. They had breached the final defense. The camera had revealed not just a prize, but a purpose-built vault, confirming that the Oak Island legend was no myth. It was a carefully constructed, brilliantly engineered puzzle, and they had just found the final piece. This was the moment that would rewrite history. After weeks of painstaking drilling and sonar analysis, the moment of truth has arrived. 160 feet below the surface, an object of immense historical significance waits. But finding it was only half the battle. Now comes the most perilous phase, the recovery. A specialized retrieval rig is positioned with millimeter precision over the shaft. This isn't a simple lift, it's a surgical extraction. The ground is notoriously unstable, and a single miscalculation could cause a collapse, burying the target forever. The team knows the stakes are impossibly high. The heavy-duty cables are lowered into the abyss, guided by remote cameras. Down below, the grapple must engage with the target, a chest they've only seen on grainy sonar scans, without crushing it. It's a monumental effort of technology and human coordination, a thrilling and nerve-wracking sequence to retrieve their precious cargo from the deep. Slowly, the winch begins its groaning ascent. Every eye is fixed on the mouth of the caisson. Then it breaks the surface. Water streams from its ancient timbers as the iron-bound chest emerges from the depths, seeing sunlight for the first time in centuries. The wood is blackened, the iron straps corroded, yet it remains intact. This is not just an object, it's a time capsule, a tangible link to the island's mysterious past. With a reverence usually reserved for sacred relics, the team carefully secures their prize. The journey to the war room is a solemn procession. Each step is measured. The weight they carry is not just physical, but historical. The mud and grime of the money pit area give way to the clean, controlled environment of their research center, a place where speculation will finally give way to fact. Finally, the chest is in the war room, centered on the table like an altar. The air is electric, thick with a silence born of decades of anticipation. For Rick and Marty Lagina and the entire fellowship gathered around them, this is the culmination of a lifelong dream. Generations of searchers have stood on this island, dreaming of this very moment. Now, it is theirs. A set of modern steel crowbars are laid out, a stark contrast to the ancient artifact they're about to open. Rick and Marty take their positions, exchanging a look that speaks volumes, a shared history of struggle, belief, and brotherhood. They are not just opening a box, they are attempting to unlock a centuries-old secret. With focused intensity, they position the tips of the crowbars under the rusted lid. The first attempt meets with stubborn resistance. The iron, fused by time, refuses to yield. Then, a sharp crack echoes through the room, the sound of ancient wood giving way. With a final coordinated effort, Rick and Marty pry the lid open. It groans in protest, a final sigh from a long-forgotten age. As the lid lifts, the first thing they see is not the expected glint of gold coins. Instead, the interior is lined with what appears to be faded, rotted velvet. But as the lid opens fully, the lights of the war room catch what lies within, and the entire room gasps as one. It is a breathtaking, impossible sight. The chest is overflowing with a king's ransom, but not of currency. It's a breathtaking collection of royal regalia. Diamond tiaras sparkle with an inner fire. Massive necklaces heavy with rubies, emeralds, and sapphires gleam against the dark velvet. Ornate jeweled scepters and other symbols of royal power fill every inch. This was not a pirate's hoard or a soldier's pay, this was the treasure of kings. Rick Lagina stares with pure amazement, the weight of the discovery settling upon him. Marty adjusts his glasses, his scientific mind struggling to process the reality of what he's seeing. Around them, the fellowship is frozen in a state of stunned, silent awe. After an incredible recovery operation, the contents were beyond anyone's wildest expectations. A lost collection of royal crown jewels, glittering for the first time in centuries. The search for the treasure is over. A new, even greater quest has just begun. To truly comprehend what they've unearthed, the team needs more than a treasure hunter's eye. They require a world-class authority. Dr. Alistair Finch, a historian and gemologist whose name is whispered with reverence in the halls of the world's top auction houses, is one of the few people on Earth qualified to identify artifacts of this magnitude. As he enters the war room, a heavy silence falls. The culmination of a centuries-old mystery and the Lagina brothers' lifelong dream now rests entirely in his hands. As Dr. Finch approaches the chest, the air crackles with anticipation. He doesn't rush. His eyes, trained to spot the slightest historical clue, scan the contents before he even touches a single piece. He's looking for tooling marks, for the specific cut of the gems, for the unique alloy of the gold, signatures of a particular time and place. He selects a massive diamond and ruby necklace, its weight alone speaking to its importance. With a trembling hand and a look of pure disbelief, he lifts it into the light. Using a jeweler's loupe, he begins his meticulous inspection, peering into a world of microscopic detail. Every facet, every clasp is a word in a story he is uniquely qualified to read.
This is unthinkable. I've only ever seen sketches of these in protected archives. These are the lost jewels of a forgotten European monarchy, the House of Valois-Angoulême, believed to have been smuggled out of Paris during the Reign of Terror in 1793 and lost to history. Legend said they were put on a ship bound for the New World, a ship that vanished in a storm. To see them here, intact, it's like finding a ghost. The craftsmanship is unmistakably the work of the royal jeweler, Charles-Auguste Bémer. Look at the star cut of these diamonds, his signature. This isn't just treasure, it's a preserved moment of history.
Their historical value is immense, but what about its monetary worth? Dr. Finch explains that the material value of the gold and gems is significant, but the provenance, the confirmed link to a lost royal lineage and a pivotal moment in world history, acts as a multiplier, elevating its worth into the stratosphere of the world's most sought-after artifacts. The expert confirmation was staggering. The chest contained a complete, lost set of crown jewels. As the final calculations are made, the team can only watch, breathless. The conservative auction estimate for the collection has just been confirmed at a jaw-dropping $80 million. For Rick and Marty Lagina, it's a figure that transcends money. It's the validation of a lifetime of belief, sacrifice, and relentless pursuit against all odds. The Oak Island mystery has finally given up one of its most profound secrets. A diamond tiara catches the light, sparkling brilliantly with reflections. A ruby necklace gleams like fire under the war room lighting. An ornate scepter topped with a massive emerald showcases exquisite craftsmanship. An intricate sapphire brooch with detailed goldwork and aged patina is revealed. Rick carefully holds the diamond tiara, his face showing profound wonder. A close-up of Rick's face reveals the emotional weight and silent awe as he holds history. From Rick's perspective, the glittering tiara shines in his hands. Marty watches his brother's emotional moment, sharing in the triumph. The complete royal jewels collection is displayed across a table in the war room. An aerial drone captures Oak Island, showing the drilling site and the stone triangle location. The empty iron-bound chest with faded velvet lining hints at new questions. Rick and Marty's incredible discovery has added a dramatic and unexpected new chapter to the Oak Island legend. A wide shot of Oak Island at sunset, transformed by the knowledge beneath. A final close-up of the glittering royal jewels represents incredible rewards for believers. Rick and Marty share a final, quiet moment of triumph together. The island was not just a hiding place for one treasure, but a secret bank for the powerful and the desperate throughout history. The $80 million find has proven that the island's secrets are deeper and richer than anyone ever imagined, and that for those who believe, the rewards are truly fit for a king. Please subscribe to our channel History Documentary Hub for more insightful videos and intriguing content.